We just come out here every Sunday out here at Mount Carmel. This project will probably be going on for several galactic millennium. And now we'll get it done. We'll get this project done.
I would say there's in Waco there are probably just a handful of branch committees. There are many more around the world. A lot of them have, you know, because of what happened here, because of the judgment that happened here, they have they're waiting, sitting on the sidelines, waiting for something to happen here that they might recognize as a call of God. And I believe that there will be many more, stand up and be counted, because they'll recognize that God is working here. And even if it's just a political coming together, that's still, in the works with God. I mean, that doesn't always have to be a spiritual thing. It can also be a political thing. Bringing people together of like minds to come against the adversary of our souls and our freedom, which could, the one world order could very well be what is going to come against us at this time. So, although there are only a few of us and far between, there's a lot that want to stand up and be counted, but they're just waiting and waiting. And I hope that this building is going to give them something that's going to move them to see that God is still doing something. There's something else that I'd like to add to what I said earlier. Everyone is welcome to come here and to share their views, whether it be political or whether it be spiritual. We're all trying to learn what God has for us and what God has done here, and we need everyone's input. So I'm inviting you all, especially those that have donated and have helped in building this place, so we could have a place to come together. I'm inviting you to come to our services and to come to share what you feel moved you to help here. And again, I want to thank you all, and we appreciate all that you've done, everything. Thank you very much.
See that there? That is razor wire. That is so sharp. You can hardly touch it. It will cut you. They had some that was bigger. It was about twice the width of this. And that's what I was looking for, but I don't see it here. But they put the razor wire in front of the windows. They said they wanted the people to come out, but they put the razor wire in front of the windows, and there was no way the people could come out of those windows, which they could have crawled out of at any time with that wire there. That would have ripped them to pieces. You have no concept of how sharp that is.
Work on the new Branch Davidian Church continued today despite what builders call a setback in the project. Austin-based DJ Alex Jones, who has headed up the promotion and rebuilding of the church, was fired from KJFK Radio last week. Jones contends he was fired because of his promotion of the new church. KJFK Radio is not commenting this evening on the matter. Despite his firing, Jones feels strongly about the project and says he will continue to promote it.
The fact of the matter is,
These people were murdered, and I'm not a Branch Davidian, but I still believe in their right to practice religion and not to be killed. Koresh could have been picked up in town at any time. And that's where I stand today, and we will complete the construction project. It will be done.
Jimmy, rumors of my demise have been greatly exaggerated. You know, I get 30, 40 times the email and letters from my Genesis show. Around here, it's week 17, and I'm digging around out here in some of the rubble piles. We've been digging up household implements, knives, forks, scissors, batteries, and a lot of fragments, government grenades and tear gas rounds. We've also been finding a lot of different 50 cal rounds, 223 rounds for conventional firearms. Really, really interesting and historical. It's too bad the feds came out here and scraped away most of the topsoil and took the pieces of the storm shelter, the storage area inside where they killed the children with the shape charge, shipped it off to a landfill outside Waco and covered it up with concrete. We're trying to dig up what we can out here while we're constructing the new sanctuary. Very historical, and it's great to be a part of it.
My name is Cyrus. I was 8 years old when I died. I was burned alive at Mount Carmel, April 19th, 1993. This is on that picture of the Waco, the new revelation, to show the bodies of the children just burned to a crisp. No recognition of it. This is how I used to look. He had blonde hair, blue eyes, freckles. He's a cute little guy, very smart, very intelligent. He says, why didn't I get a chance to grow up? You know, why couldn't they have had a chance to come and see all this and to know that so many people cared? Some of them, the parents were from Hawaii. They were, you know, they had come a long distance to come for truth. And they didn't expect they would end up dying.
Yes, ma'am.
The children behind.
Well, we certainly thank you, ma'am. And Grandma.
Yes, Grandma. She's doing better.
Kids playing just like it used to be, huh, ma'am?
She remembers when her other children, the children she took care of every day, were babies.
Yes, ma'am.
She misses them very much.
I bet she does.
We all do. We all miss them. They've all been somebody who we used to see every day in the hallways and see their mothers taking care of them. And when you see this paper and in the movies and all these different things, they talk about how they died.
Yes, ma'am.
And they talk about how they had bottles clutching, all melted to them. It's a horrible thought.
Yes, ma'am.
It's something that you can't dwell on much at all.
No, ma'am.
Put yourself at a stop sign and say, okay, I've gone as far as I can go. I can't think too much more about this.
There's old Stewart.
Find something else to do.
Smile.
Hey, here's an Australian half pence on a collapsed coin collection. Went to the fire, it's all burned. It's got a Joey right there that says Australia half pence. I don't know if you can see that on the camera. Oh, it's one of Clive's coin collection we found.
Flip it over.
It's got a man's head. Pretty interesting. One of Clive's coin collection.
Thank you, Alex.
Oh, you bet.
It's been almost 7 years since the deadly fire ended the 51-day standoff between Branch Davidians and federal agents. But fire is still on the minds of the volunteers who are building a new church where the Davidian compound stood. Volunteers have been working on the church since September. Today they made it fireproof.
We've had threats out here probably about 5 different times about people that throwing matches out saying burn baby burn, and also we've had a couple of people say that they need to regenerate the land out here and they want to walk through the flames of this new church.
A company called Flamebusters Incorporated agreed to donate labor and the spray that will make the new building fire resistant.
Our main objective is to save lives, and people that feel more vulnerable will naturally have more of an attraction to take advantage of our services.
David Humphreys, Flamebusters president, says the non-toxic spray is one way of reducing the number of catastrophic fire losses.
It's the consistency of water, and it goes on just like water, and it remains dormant in the wood until it hits a flash point of 212 degrees, and then it reacts with the fire to form a crust over the wood to protect the wood, and at the same time it doesn't allow the wood or the fire to continue.